units.
Okay. And so that was the first location you went to. You didn't go to the house, you went to that location.
I went to the cow field first, yes.
Okay. And how did you know to go to that location?
I was directed to go there. That Orange County K-9 said they had one in custody and they needed me to go there to pick him up.
Okay. And then, so then he was already in custody with the sheriff's office, Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then you said you took him into custody.
Yes, I did. I had a marked cage patrol unit and they were on foot.
Okay. And so you took him and you said you put him into your patrol vehicle?
Yes, I did.
What, if anything, did you do before you put him in your patrol vehicle?
I searched him.
And was Officer Byrd with you?
No, she was not.
Did you know where Officer Byrd was at the time?
Yes, she was at the location, at this house.
At the actual house?
Yes.
Okay. What's the next thing that you did with Mr. Okafor?
I transported him to the location, to 4117.
And what was the reason, or what was your understanding why you're transporting him to this other location?
That he was in custody and we were taking him back from the scene that he ran from.
Okay. What's the next thing you did?
Officer Byrd called me on the radio and said, I have some property that I've taken off Mr. Nolan. Can you send me a text message or call the phone? So I sent her a text message and just make sure it was the right phone we were tracking.
Okay, and I'm showing you this again, State's Exhibit 4. This is photograph number 1. And what is this a photograph of?
The top message is the one I sent her. I said, "Hi, Jamie Byrd, it's me, Dewey." Let her know we had the right phone, the one that I was tracking the whole time.
Okay, so now is this photograph a photograph of your phone or the other phone?
That's a photograph of the other phone.
Okay. And you said that Jamie Byrd had this phone when you were checking it
Yes.
to make sure it was the right phone?
Make sure it's the right phone.
What, if anything, did you do after that?
We did a assisted CID with a show-up of the victims.
And were you present during all of the show-ups?
Yes, I was.
Did you have any direct communication with the victims during the show-ups?
No, I didn't. It was Officer Walsh and I believe Officer Hampton.
Showing you what's been marked, or it's actually in evidence as Exhibit 3. I ask you if you recognize that.
Yes, sir, I recognize this.
What do you recognize that to be?
This is a evidence bag with my names and initials and the date on it, case number, and it's a handwritten directions to another person's house.
Okay.
And it's addressed to 503 Bernardino Drive.
And how did that come into your possession? How did you find that?
When it was reported that when Mr. Okafor was running from the scene, he dropped a backpack, and inside that backpack was property, and I was inventorying the property at the PD, and I found this note, and I recognized it and put it into evidence.
Okay, so you were inventorying property that was in a backpack.
Yes.
And just to clarify, you didn't actually see him drop the backpack.
No, I did not.
You were just inventorying property.
The Officer Byrd collected it at the scene.
And this was an item that was located in the backpack you were inventorying?
Yes, it was.
Do you remember what other items were in that backpack that you're inventorying?
I believe an Xbox. And
I'm going to show you again. This is State's Exhibit 2. This is photograph number 12. Actually, those are two photographs. Do you recognize the first photograph on the top?
That's the backpack, and that's the Xbox that was inside of it also.
Okay, so the photograph on the bottom is the Xbox,
Yes,
and that was located in the backpack at the top of the photograph at the top.
yes.
Were you involved in inventorying or searching any other items?
Yes, I assisted with inventorying and packaging a lot of evidence items.
Okay, and we talked about the iPhone. Were you involved in the search of a wallet?
Yes.
And do you know where the wallet was found or what wallet it was?
Yes, Officer Bird said that she got it from Mr. Nolan.
Okay, and do you remember what items were in the wallet?
Not altogether. I know that one of the victims' school ID, I think a credit card, it was a little purse with their personal information was inside that wallet.
Okay, I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 2. This is photograph number 5.
That's it, yes.
Okay. Those are items that were in the wallet.
Yes, they were.
Were you present at all when these items, or anyone was asked to identify these items, or when they were returned to the victims?
No, I was not present for that.
And when you say you inventory these items, what does that mean, or what do you do?
A lot of evidence items came into the department, so we were laying them out separately. If you items are packaged differently, like some items will go into paper bags and some items go into plastic bags, and money goes into currency bags, so we can keep a good strict control of it. So each item, we like a wallet, we'll take apart, and if we can identify the owner of the wallet, then we have something to write on the property receipt with, and that's what I was doing. I was helping identify the items.
Okay, now, going back, you said that you had a description of a vehicle as well?
Yes.
And you remember what the description of the vehicle was?
It was a purple sedan car with a distinctive wave pattern, flame pattern on the side of it.
Okay,
The victim, I believe, said it was almost like shimmering, like a shimmering paint job.
All right, and do you remember if you saw a vehicle matching that description later on that day?
Yes.
Do you remember where you saw the vehicle?
Yeah, parked in front of the home at 4117.
Just these two at this time. And I approach Judge.
Yes, sir, you may.
Sure, I'm showing you, it's been marked as State's Exhibit G. Just asking you just at this time to look at photographs number 7 and 8 from Exhibit G. So this is G7 and 8.
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize those photos?
Yes, sir.
What do you recognize those photos to be?
It'll be the vehicle parked in front of the house.
Your
front of
Honor,
the home.
I'd move into evidence exhibit, this is be G7 and G8 at this time.
G7, G8.
Yes, Your
Any objection from Mr. Davis? Mr. Clark?
Nope.
These are two separate exhibits you're moving in?
This is part of composite G, but I'm only moving in these two photos at this time.
Okay. Would you like them marked as separate exhibits or as a
I
composite?
think that's probably easier, Judge. If we
All right,
can-
let's mark them as the next two numbered exhibits. My issue, what will that be?
will be number 5. 8I will be number 6.
Thank you very much.
And I'd like to publish photographs number 5 and 6 at this time.
By the overhead.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This actually is, again, this will be Exhibit 6 in evidence at this time.
That's formerly AI, is now exhibit number 6.
And again, is this the vehicle that we're talking about?
Yes, sir, it is.
And is that where the vehicle was located at the time you saw it again?
Yes, sir.
And that's actually that residence where you went to or where you eventually ended up?
Yes, sir, it is.
And this is just, again, this will be photograph, this is exhibit number 5 in evidence, formerly AH.
Thank you.
And again, is that another photograph?
Yes, sir, that's the tag that was on the vehicle.
Were you involved at all in searching that vehicle?
No, sir, I was not.
Just a moment. You said that in regards to the last text message that you sent, how did you get the number? Did you get the number for that phone? Where did you get the number from that phone from?
William gave it to me.
Okay. And so at that point, the last photograph again, this would have been Exhibit 4, number 1. That's a screenshot, correct?
Yes, sir.
And which phone was that?
Sir?
Which phone was that, the screenshot?
Saying, "Don't worry, I saw their face, I can tell them that."
That's what an associate to Nolan Bernard's attorney said about William Harrington, a victim in the May 2012 armed burglary, in the absence of the jury. Harrington denied the allegation, but did say he and